Oh, you're going to love this. Asda profits up 24% to 1.1 billion in 2023.
And some fruit cocktail. Noodles used to be cheap, they're not anymore. You can't even get a box of cereal for less than £2. At the supermarket today, and I can't believe that we live in a rip-off Britain.
Why am I holding a pot of Pringles in my hand? You may be asking yourself.
I know the Co-op's probably not the best place to go. Is that normal for a little packet to be £6?
They've never been £2 as a Clubcard price. The highest I have ever seen these items at are £1.50.
£8 for 24 Mango Tango. £8 for Darkberry Tango. £8 for Apple Tango. £8 for Orange Tango.
I've just looked, there's still £5, but there's now 13 pods, so like 38p a wash. And all you're really getting in there is detergent in a bit of plastic.
This UK supermarket might not exist in 5 years.
Do you want to see what I got for £65.24?
I just paid $3.82 for a fucking onion.
Let's talk about the place that promises low prices, but somehow empties your wallet faster than a Vegas slot machine. The supermarket. You walk in for bread. You leave with a receipt that reads like a ransom note. From bags for life that cost more than your dignity, to special offers that mysteriously raise the price per unit. Supermarkets have mastered the art of the subtle rip-off. They'll shrink the packaging, stretch the price, and slap on a yellow sticker that screams deal while quietly robbing you blind. And don't even get me started on pre-cut fruit. £6 for watermelon chunks. You're paying for someone else's knife skills. So if you've ever stared at your receipt, wondering how toothpaste, cereal, and a bag of apples turned into a financial crisis. If you've ever felt like your weekly shop is less budget-friendly and more budget-ending, if you're tired of being tricked by layout psychology, fake discounts, and checkout traps, this video is for you. Stick around, because we're exposing the sneaky tactics, the pricing games, and the psychological warfare behind your weekly shop. Hit subscribe, because knowledge is the only thing they can't mark up.
Howdy, what's going on? Why'd you keep changing the price? Jelly beans were like 99 pence like a few years ago. Now it's £1.59. It was £1.50 last week. Up by 10 pence? What is with this inflation? Sugar isn't running out. There's plenty of sugar. So what's the excuse of these prices going up so high? And I seen that there's 80-gram Cadbury's chocolate bars from Cadbury's have gone up by like 15 pence. I don't know. What's happening? What's happening, guys? Someone please tell me.
You're dead to me, Publix. Dead to me. I needed a red onion because I eat a lot of salad. This is the only size they have. All of them looked like this. I just paid $3.82 for a fucking onion.
Okay, so I've just got this from a leading supermarket in the UK. Shall I mention who it is?
Go on then.
From Tesco. And I got it for James for his tea, and I thought that's a good hearty size for a 15-year-old who's got hollow legs. So yeah, still looks like a decent amount of food until you remove the outer packaging, and that is what you get, which is literally no different to any of the other size ready meals. £3.50.
I'll show it to James.
Rip-off.
Let me show it to James.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Let me show it to James.
We should pick a supermarket and boycott it for a week and watch them panic. Do you know what? I absolutely love that. I love that mentality. I love the thought, and we should do it. We picked one supermarket and nobody went into any of them supermarkets and just went into a different supermarket. They would shit their pants. The shares, the profits, it just go... And that's the power we have as people. We have massive power, but we just don't use it. We don't know how to use it. We're too busy squabbling with each other. I think it'd be unbelievable, but it can happen. So remember when in the pandemic and all that stuff, and the beer Corona, and when all that came out, the sales went like that because it had the same name and nobody bought it. And look what happened to them. Look how the losses they made. It was ridiculous. So that's the power we do have, and we can do it. We just don't choose to do it. But that would be big panic. It'd be shit in the pants. And I'll tell you now, them prices would just go... When it's somebody with a big following, a big front, a big celebrity going to go, right, they're taking the piss here, let's do something about it.
Nah, the supermarkets have actually gone way too far. So I thought I was just being paranoid, because I swear these used to last me absolutely ages, and now I feel like I'm picking like some more up every week. I've just looked, there's still £5, but there's now 13 pods, so like 38p a wash, and all you're really getting in there is detergent in a bit of plastic. You definitely used to get more than that. I've been looking for a more affordable option, and I came across these. You get 10 times the amount, so 120 tablets, but they're also 4-in-1, so you get detergent, softener, stain remover and scent boosters, which obviously saves you money from buying all of that as well. It works out like 16p a wash, so less than half the price, and I only do one wash a week, so they're going to last me over 2 years. They are reduced for the rest of today, so if there is any stock left, I'll try to leave the link down here.
I've just spent £65.24 in Tesco's. Should have been £86.99, but with the Clubcard prices I saved £21.75. Do you want to see what I got for £65.24? Here you go. What the actual fuck? 2 bags of shopping, and as you can see there's nothing remotely interesting in there. Well, there's a coffee that was £7, and I got a couple of hair dyes which were on offer, 2 for £14. But other than that, look, £65 for 2 bags of fucking shopping from Tesco. Wow.
This UK supermarket might not exist in 5 years' time because it's actually struggled to ever make a profit, even during the pandemic when everyone was moving to online shopping. Tesco has set up its own e-commerce venture to rival Ocado, and what this is going to do is it's going to help other international supermarkets build their own online businesses. And what you've got to remember is that this has been Ocado's USP, so it's been online only. You basically pick everything, order everything, and they drop it. Now, Tesco and the other supermarkets are also doing that, but it's taken them a while to catch up because this was a loss leader for many a time. But Ocado's built all of these warehouses at great expense across the country and even in other countries as well. So for Tesco to now come in and move a tank on Ocado's lawn, it's going to be very interesting for me to see what actually happens.
I'm sure everyone else knows this, but these supermarkets need to start winding their neck in. This, apparently from Asda's, is a large chicken. Ready? Right, here we go. Just to put into perspective, I've seen bigger pigeons. That chicken, if it is a chicken, has never seen a light of day in its life. There's no way that is a large. If that's large, then I'm double XL down. You know what I'm saying? Because that is a joke. That is an absolute joke.
Right, so this is the latest little trick supermarkets have pulled, and it's costing people a fortune. So they've kept the packaging basically the same, but they've quietly shrunk what's actually inside. For example, I always used to pick this up in my weekly shop. It says 590ml and it's £6. But lately I've noticed they've been shrinking the bottle, but keeping the price the same. And it's at a point now where it's over £10 a litre just for a basic little cleaning spray. So I kept digging and done some research online, and it turns out you can get 8 bottles, some of them of which are a litre, and it works out to 70p a bottle, which is nearly 10 times cheaper compared to the scammy shops. Other websites are charging £13 for this bundle, but it's on a sale for the rest of today on TikTok for like £6. I'll try and link it below if it's still in stock.
Afternoon TikTok. Just do a quick video on Easter eggs. I've seen it all on TikTok that shops have been left with them. I'm on the Isle of Man, and it's no different here. I've just been at my local Tesco's. There's absolutely rammed full of Easter eggs, or chocolate eggs they call them. All the ends aisles are full. There's 2 or 3 sections dedicated to eggs. I'll put some photos on at the end of this video just to show you. But I'm not surprised over the price of them, even with a stupid Clubcard, with a Ripoff Clubcard. They're still £15, you know. Full price of 25 quid. So it's it's no surprise. So I hope these supermarkets get his fingers burnt with these eggs, because they're not going to shift all them by Sunday. I hope they get left some, because it's you know, the prices are ridiculous on things. So I'll just put the photos on the end of this, and you can see what I mean.
Aldi, could I have a word, please? I picked up some eggs the other day. Large. Definitely large. I asked for large eggs. I opened the carton to see how large these eggs are, and that's how big it is. Now, I'm not being funny, but that looks like a small egg. Not even a medium, a small egg. What in the world has gone on with Aldi? On top of that, I'm doing my son a ham toasty, and the ham was so wafer thin. When I was peeling them apart, I was just ripping to pieces because they were that thin. Honestly, you would think that Aldi was running out of money and they were going bankrupt, but they're not. They're making a fortune and the prices are increasing. So why? Are they trying to scam us? Dude, that is not a large egg. That's a medium. No, that's a small egg. That's a small egg. Change the carton to small, because that is not a large egg. On top of that, look at these meat sticks. Look. Where's the rest, mate? Where's the rest?
So guys, I don't know if I'm the only one that have noticed this thing, but if you have noticed it as well, please, I want you to put it in the comments. I know many of us are familiar with New Smithfield, different like superstores in the UK. I'm talking about Manchester, and I don't know how it is in other area, but the prices of things of recent has been really crazy, and I'm beginning to wonder what exactly is going on. Like the prices of tomato, I remember there was a time we were buying tomato for £4, £5. Now I think the last one I bought before this time was £10, and the last time I checked, which was yesterday, tomato was selling for £9. Like, how did we get here? In a short period of time, things just keep skyrocketing. Have we checked the prices of mackerel fish? Mackerel fish, I mean the good one, not the one that is not sweet though. The mackerel fish that we used to buy for £27, £30 is now £40, and it is not even coming down. The last 3 months, it has been £40 back to back. Not to talk of the prices of turkey. Like yesterday, they were telling me that turkey is £40. Like, how? The same turkey that used to be 28, that used to, at least this 28 I'm talking about, this is still like maybe 5 months ago or 6 months ago. Let's not even talk about yam. Let's not talk about plantain. I don't know what's going on. The wholesale is no longer wholesaling. If you are experiencing this, or you know where it is cheaper, please plug me in. Thank you so much for listening to my rant.
Do you know what? I've just been to Morrison's, right? I normally go to Aldi. I did go to Morrison's before, but it started getting a little bit expensive, so I decided to go to Aldi because it is a lot cheaper. But I needed some certain hair products. I thought, you know what, I'll go to Morrison's, I'll give it another go, see how it is. What an absolute frigging rip-off. And actually, this is the second video I've made, because the first video would have probably got taken down because the language was terrible, to be quite honest with you, because I'm so bloody mad. We are getting ripped off in this country so much by everybody, for the fuel, for the food, for the energy bills. You know, it's an absolute frigging joke. We're getting stuffed left, right and centre by everybody, and all you hear is, oh, it's the suppliers, it's suppliers. Is it bollocks, the suppliers? It's a right load of crap. Yeah, it might be a little bit, but it's not all of it. And I just think that, you know what, if places like Aldi can do stuff a lot cheaper, why can't Morrison's? Why can't they? Because they're just ripping the customers off, that's why. Literally, I used to be able to spend £25 to £30 a week. I'm a person living on my own, I've got one wage coming in, yeah? Right, now, I got 2 bags today for 51 quid, which was literally the bare essentials anyway. It wasn't even a proper shop, right? We are getting stuffed from every single angle, and the thing about it is, it's sad, because you know what? We're just sitting there and we're accepting it. Do you know what? The government should be fucking ashamed of themselves. The supermarkets should be ashamed. The fuel companies should be ashamed. The energy companies should be ashamed. It's an absolute fucking joke.
We should pick a supermarket and boycott it for a week and watch them panic. Do you know what? I absolutely love that. I love that mentality. I love the thought, and we should do it. We picked one supermarket and nobody went into any of them supermarkets and just went into a different supermarket. They would shit their pants. The shares, the profits, it would just go. And that's the power we have as people. We have massive power, but we just don't use it. We don't know how to use it. We're too busy squabbling with each other. I think it'd be unbelievable, but it can happen. So I remember when in the pandemic and all that stuff, and the beer Corona, and when all that came out, the sales went like that because it had the same name and nobody bought it. And look what happened to them. Look how the losses they made. It was ridiculous. So that's the power we do have, and we can do it. We just don't choose to do it. But that would be big panic. It'd be shit in the pants. And I'm telling you now, them prices would just go. When it's somebody with a big following, a big front, a big celebrity going to go, right, they're taking the piss here. Let's do something about it.
Just tell me, is this normal? Because I fancied when I get these cravings, as you know, spaghetti bolognese, so I couldn't be bothered to walk into town. Although I went to Aldi yesterday and spent 30 quid, I didn't get no meal, so can you tell me, for some mince, a little packet, I know the Co-op's probably not the best place to go, is that normal for a little packet to be £6 and £3.75 for olive oil? Is like that normal price? I mean, I could have probably got a Bing meal, but I fancied chili con carne last week, and I got microwave meal for the first time in years, and it was horrible. So I'm going to make myself, I've got all the ingredients to make a nice fresh spaghetti bolognese. And I got my first thing gifted from my TikTok today, come in the post, Ice Clean. And it's for when you're travelling, meant to make your face fit. Can't speak. Make your face glow, and it stops your makeup from running. Not that I wear makeup, but they sent me I think it's like 40 odd quid on the TikTok shop. So I'm going to try that when I'm travelling. When I decide when I'm travelling, because I know where I'm travelling, but when I'm going travelling, I don't know. But I'm going to go and make me spaghetti bolognese and tell me. £6 for a little mince, is that right?
Right, guys, I'm just in Tesco's. I don't know what's going on, but have you seen the prices just lately? Check this out. £8 for 24 mango tango. £8 for darkberry tango. £8 for apple tango. £8 for orange tango. £10 for free tomato ketchups. Say what? £6 for some bog roll, £8.50 for kitchen roll, £14.50 for 24 rolls of Andrex, £8 to do some washing with some comfort, £14 for a pack of surf, £5.50 for 20 Kinder Buenos. Who don't love a Kinder Bueno? £7.50 for 32 packets of crisps. Is that a bargain? Ooh, better phone for you. Reduced to clear, £4. Can even get a 2-man kayak for 200 quid in Tesco's. Cheerios, £2.75 for 540 grams. Now that's a bargain. My boy also said he can drive a trolley one-handed. Look at that. Think he's a good driver? Yeah, I do. Seen these as well. Oreo vanilla latte. Didn't know these were new. £1.50. Bargain. £11 for 24 cans of Coke. Rip-off. You can get Pepsi for £10.50. I think that's also a rip-off, no? Anything like me when you're a kid and loved a curly whirly, you get a 5-pack in Tesco's for £1. Bargain. Just on our way out of Tesco's now, having spent 30 quid on absolute shite. Get yourself to Tesco's for a bargain.
Oh, you're going to love this. Asda profits up 24% to 1.1 billion in 2023. This was announced today. Profits of the UK's third biggest supermarket chain grew 24% in 2023, topping more than 1 billion in a year where households struggled with the cost of fucking living. Another company boasting about the huge profits when people are struggling. It's just beautiful to see, innit? Supermarkets, fuel companies, energy companies, they're all fucking at it. Water companies, they go on these fucking daytime TV shows and sit on the couch and boast how much money they've fucking made in profit. And we can't even afford a full shop. It's beautiful, innit? These people get paid millions in bonuses. Not salary, bonuses on top of the fucking salary, which is also millions. Pre-tax profits reached 1.1 billion over 2023, up 24% compared to 2022. This is the best one. Why are profits up? I don't have to read that. I'll tell you why. Because the fucking cost of food and shopping is outrageous. That's why it's gone up. They put that in there? No. What about the loyalty app? Fuck me. They go on about the Issa brothers. They own 45% of the company. They're the guys who own the petrol stations. They own 45% of Asda. It's now come to fruition that they borrowed a ton of money to purchase that supermarket. And they're now being told to sell their fucking shares. I don't know what they're doing. I know it's drawn a lot of scrutiny from MPs and unions. So it looks like they'll be selling. But yeah, another day, another start to the week. And another big fucking company boasting them massive profits. While we still fucking struggle. Beautiful.
What's up, guys? Time for another rant, I'm afraid. Now, previously on a video, I was trying to expose Ripoff Britain. Basically, shops, companies ripping off customers with price hikes. So I did previously one for Superdrug, where they were charging an extortionate amount, original price of around about £5 for a small bottle of Lynx body spray. Today I went into Tesco's and I saw this. Mr. Kipling's Angel Lemon or Chocolate Slices, regular price £3.45, Clubcard price, as you can see, £2. Now, since when were these Mr. Kipling's cakes ever £3 fucking 45? I have never ever seen this price on this item ever. And not only that, the Clubcard price is £2. They've never been £2 as a Clubcard price. The highest I have ever seen these items at are £1.50. So not only is the supposed regular price just ridiculously high, so is the Clubcard price, really, when you consider what they used to be. So really, I'd like to know any more prices that people have come across for certain things, which are extortionately ridiculous. Kipling's need to seriously look at their pricing structure, because again, this is just ripping people off. I'd like to know, these customers that aren't Clubcard customers, who's fucking buying this at these prices? Because as you can see in the picture, some are gone. I certainly wouldn't be fucking paying that much money. So let me know in the comments if you've come across any more like this, and I'll have a look into it. But like I said, this is just trying to expose these shops for what they're doing to these customers. It's wrong. Have a good day. Why am I holding a pot of Pringles in my hand? You may be asking yourself. Well, I'm going to give you a bit of an FYI tonight, because we went to the shop today and we went into B&M. Now, B&M have an offer on at the moment for pots of Pringles. Now, these pots of Pringles are 165 grams. I guess they're the basic size tube. And they come in also with all flavours. Texas barbecue, the sour cream and chive, and salt and vinegar, and all those sorts of flavours that they do. And the offer at the moment is £1. These are £1. But there is a limitation of 10 tubes you can buy, and that's it. That's your limit per customer, which is great, because normally when you go to a shop it's like maximum 3. But it got me thinking. Now these were marked up, reduced from $1.95 to £1. Great value, and that's basically what they used to be before the cost of living crisis, or shall we say cost of greed crisis. So anyway, like I say, it got me thinking. If B&M are selling these for £1, why are other stores selling them at £1.95? Now, I know it's an offer, so why aren't the other stores putting them on offer? Then it also got me thinking, now, have B&M reduced the price and are losing money on these? Because, let's be honest, no shop's going to lose money on something that they're selling. They're still going to make some sort of profit on this, regardless of how little it may be. So if they can sell these at £1 and still maybe make a profit of some sort, how much are these other shops, Sainsbury's, Tesco, Asda, you name it, those that are selling them at £1.95 and above, actually ripping us off with? I would think about it, because to me, this whole cost of living crisis is just one massive rip-off. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a good evening.
Look at these prices. Do you see prices going down anymore? How can people eat? Look at the inflation. A steak is $21 and they're charging $17.99 a pound. Look at the other prices. The London broil steak, $12. That's outrageous to feed everybody. The inflation isn't going down. $8.49 a pound for steak. And look at this one. A porterhouse is going to run you $21.95, $17.99 a pound. This is out of control. Look how ridiculous this is. These used to be $4.99 a few months ago. Now look at the prices. These prices are ridiculous for these. Look at how ridiculous the prices still haven't dropped for this amount of eggs, liquid eggs. Let's see how many ounces this is. For a pound of liquid eggs, $4.49. And if you want to get a smaller or bigger one, which is 32 ounces, it's $6.99. These prices haven't gone down. It's ridiculous. Though these eggs have seemed to have gone down, it's still outrageous to charge this much money for people to eat food. It's unbelievable. This is criminal. How could this be a bargain? This is usually $12.99 for how many? It has 26 packs, $13 regularly, now $9.99. This is not a bargain. Look at all these prices. The store brand isn't even better. It's cheaper, but it's still outrageous. Lastly, look at the coffee price in the stores. This isn't a cheap bargain for this chock full of nuts. In my opinion, it should be like $6 for this can. Look at the prices here, $8 for such a little can. It's 10.5 ounces for a can of coffee. Even the store brand is $6.69. This is getting out of control. Did any of you vote for this? I guess you didn't. I think this is my last video. I remember growing up and I used to go and get these cans of Campbell soup for 33 cents. Look at the price. Though it's not bad, it's still outrageous. Let's go to the other area of the store. And this is ridiculous. $3.99 for this little can. And it gets even crazier when you go down here because they look even smaller. It's $3.59 for this little can of soup. It's out of control. Now let's look at these other prices. I think it's too much money. I think it's absolutely outrageous. And for a little can, even this is so small. It's only 14 ounces, $2.29 for a can. These prices are outrageous.
So let's recap. You walked into a supermarket to grab a few essentials. You walked out questioning your life choices, your financial future, and whether avocados are secretly made of gold. The fluorescent lights, the upbeat aisle music, the buy two get nothing free banners, they all lull you into a dazed dance of convenience and quiet despair. They shrink the product, stretch the price, and smirk behind the loyalty card you didn't ask for, but somehow ended up using. You're not shopping anymore. You're being psychologically profiled. That healthy granola bar, 45% sugar, that family-size pack, suitable for one mildly hungry teenager. That bulk deal only saves money if you use 18 toilet rolls per day. And don't even think about asking for help in the aisles, unless your idea of assistance is being pointed at in the general direction of confusion. Here's the brutal truth. Supermarkets don't just sell food, they sell illusions. Illusions of choice, savings and control, all wrapped in pretty packaging and positioned at eye level. But here's the power they don't want you to know you have. The power to read between the barcode. The power to question every bargain. The power to understand that the real price isn't just on the tag, it's in your blind trust. So if this hit you, if you've ever stared into your fridge like it owes you an apology, you're not alone. Share this with someone who still believes Clubcard deals are a form of kindness. Comment below with the most absurd supermarket scam you've spotted, and hit subscribe, because together we're turning frustration into fuel. Your wallet deserves better. Your time deserves respect. And you deserve a shopping experience that doesn't feel like financial roulette. Until next time, keep your eyes sharp, your instincts sharper, and your receipt in hand. Because behind every barcode is a business model, and it's about time we started reading the fine print.